morning. My name is Jay Rosenthal and I'm the Managing Director of Business of Cannabis. Welcome to the Cannabis Daily Show for Thursday, May 5th, 2022. Since 2017, Business of Cannabis has highlighted the companies, brands, people, and trends driving the cannabis industry. We'd love to hear from you in the comments, and always feel free to visit us at businessofcannabis.com, as well as through all of the social channels, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe. A couple of notes. We, Business of Cannabis, are up for an Cannabis Award right now. We're up for Best News Source, and in the link below, you can find out how to vote for us. We hope that you do. Not that we're like super campaigning, but it is nice to win sometimes. In September, we'll be back in New York for Business of Cannabis New York. There's information on that below. It's a 2-day event held at the New York Times Center in Manhattan, an unbelievable location, so check that out below as well. For today's stories, there's a new U.S. strategy on getting Brittany Griner out of Russia. The FDA is calling out Delta 8 products and 5 companies in particular, and why cannabis companies are turning to reality TV stars. For our first story, the American government's approach to aiding WNBA star Brittany Griner, who is being detained in Russia, will likely change now that it has reclassified her as, quote, wrongfully detained. This, according to a story at ESPN. Griner, who plays for the Phoenix Mercury, was returning to the U.S. from Russia in mid-February when officials say they found cannabis vape cartridges on her going through security at an airport near Moscow. Now, although she was arrested and charged with drug offenses, the classification means the government will likely not wait for Russia's court processes and will instead try to negotiate her freedom. Quote, "We feel good, really good about it," an unnamed source who is close to Griner told ESPN. Teammates and other supporters have been asked to help keep a low profile, actually, in the New York Times story, but we also know it can drag out, so we don't want to get our hopes too high. This all in a story in the New York Times. For our second story, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, has issued warning letters to 5 companies they say make products that may have caused adverse reactions among medical cannabis consumers. This in a press release. The companies are ATLRX Inc., Biomed Plus, Delta 8 Hemp, Kingdom Harvest, and M6 Labs. Quote, "The products often include claims that they treat or alleviate the side effects related to a wide variety of diseases or medical disorders, such as cancer, multiple sclerosis, chronic pain, nausea, and anxiety," said the FDA's principal deputy commissioner, Janet Woodcock. She said this in a statement. "It is extremely troubling that some of these food products are packaged and labeled in ways that make them appeal to children. We will continue to safeguard Americans' health and safety by monitoring the marketplace and taking action when companies illegally sell products that pose a risk to public health." For our final story, from Survivor Season 3 winner Ethan Zahn to RuPaul's Drag Race star Jay Jackson, who's also known as Laganja Estranja, reality stars are making lucrative deals with cannabis companies after showing their authentic love of the plant on television. This, according to the Green Market Report. Now, in Estranja's case, she said her entire income came from social media marketing deals throughout the pandemic. Now that she's performing again, influencer marketing makes up about 20% of her income. "I sometimes feel like I'm an infomercial," she said. Now, Ethan Zahn, for his part, he did join us last month on BofC Live. You can catch that in the link below or also on businessofcannabis.com. Those are the stories we're watching today. Join 12,000 others and catch all of these stories and more in your inbox every day at 7 a.m. Eastern with our Cannabis Daily newsletter. And for those keeping track, that was episode 76 of the Cannabis Daily Show. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube or wherever you caught the program. And please smash the subscribe button on YouTube if you have a moment. We will see you tomorrow.